right, y'all, we're here at Lake of the Arbuckles at the campgrounds, the Point Campgrounds, which is located about 2 hours outside of DFW. For me, it's about an hour and 45 minutes. We're gonna be going over the Colorado, the rig, how I've got it set up, electronics that we're running, furniture, what I've used, how this has become such a comfortable, easy, maneuverable camping setup. Easy TopperEzLift is a system that I've decided to go with, and it's been incredible, y'all. It's easy setup within 5 minutes. So let's get into this truck, we'll check it out. So we're gonna start here on the back side of the truck, and this is where pretty much all of the systeming is. So we've got this nice table with the coffee maker that pulls up. It locks down. You can put a cutting board up here, your electric grill. I've had no issues using that in here. I've cooked eggs, bacon, sausage, whatever. Got the coffee maker. We're running with the Ninja. This is a little bit of an older model for the fact that we upgraded at the house and we got an espresso maker. I keep all my sugar, my straws, everything in here. It's really nice. I just screwed all this down. Same with the coffee maker. Screwed it down to the table and it doesn't move. We've also got our little frother there. So I gotta have that because I'm just high maintenance, y'all. Now down below, you'll see that we have the Renogy 3000 watt inverter. This thing has been immaculate. It has ran everything that I've wanted it to. Now right here, this is the power bank that we're running. This is an FPV power system. This is 110 amp hour batteries. We've got 2 of them in here, and we're running a fireproof cover just in case, you know, it's just for that extra security that I need. Now our charging station is going to be the Victron Energy. This is the 1212 DC to DC charger, and what I've got this mounted in is a safe for the fact that this thing gets really hot. So in order to help that heat disperse out, got a safe, ripped the door off and just mounted it to that. After we pulled the seats out, we had these studs here, so it was real easy to mount down. It's almost like everything was plug and play. For some reason I'm able to just figure all that out. On the table, we've got this running on some hydraulic hinges here, and then we've got our battery set up along with our shunt. So we're also running a Victron Energy shunt in order to know how much battery life we got left. These are really, really nice. It's all Bluetooth, these 2 systems together, so I'm able to see what I'm charging while I'm driving, what type of amps is going into the battery, and then this is gonna tell me what type of amps that I'm pulling. With the Renogy 3000 watt inverter, you've got 3 plugins. Over here on this side, you can't see, you got a high output system, so that's actually where I got the coffee maker plugged in, is right back over here. Now something that's really nice is that you actually have a control that you could run anywhere in the truck in order to access to turn it on and off. So we're gonna go around to the back of the bed and I'm gonna show you what we have back there on that. So right here by our FPV power hub, which I'll go over here in a minute, you can turn the inverter on or off from the bed of the truck. So we're gonna jump over to the other side, passenger side in the back. We've got 1 seat that we left in here. So this is pretty much the camping setup that we have in the back for all of our camping needs in the back of the truck. Now under the seat is where we have our main power switch, along with a 250 amp fuse right there. And we also have another fuse here around the corner. This is a 60 amp fuse. This is coming from the DC to DC charger going into the batteries. With the Colorado setup, if you cut some of this stuff out, the batteries fit in there perfect. I mean, it's a pretty clean setup, you guys. This table just comes, pulls back, sits right on top of the batteries, no problem. Now there is one more system that I have tied into this that I want to show you guys, and this is something else that you can get at Mariner Sales, Mariner Direct, and this is the FPV Power Distribution Hub. Now we use these in a lot of the kayak build outs for fish finders, LED lights, USB connections, stuff like that. But what this has is 2 constant channels, channel 1 and channel 2, and that's really anything that already has switched power, right? So anything that you install in here that already has a power button, basically, that's what you would put that to. Everything is fused, waterproof, and then you've got 4 switched power for here on the remote. Now these will turn on the interior lights, turn them off. You've also got exterior lights on the outside of this, and these are on channel B. So basically I use these as spotlights if I need any type of security at night. The last channel that I'm using is C. We actually have another channel that's open D. I don't have anything to use it for, but what C does, it turns on the lights underneath the storage system. So whether we're packing up in the morning or at night or we're unpacking, I can see everything below deck. Now above deck, we got 2 recliners that I found on Amazon, and I'll put a link description down below, but the dimensions on these were perfect to fit in the back of this truck. Whether you have a 5-foot bed or a 6-foot bed for the Colorado, the width on these are perfect, and the length. I've kind of integrated this piece of wood that folds in and pulls over, and I got these little slats right here that just hold the support. So when we fold these out into a bed, it works perfectly for the size of me and my wife. We're only like 5'9". Wife might be 5'7", but perfect system. It's great, it's comfortable. This is honestly almost more comfortable than the bed that I have at home. As you can see, we put a USB system up there. I've got a charging cable for our phone. We also have another USB up there for the lights, and we've got the remotes up there for the TV and the Roku system. I basically run the Roku off the truck Wi-Fi or off a hotspot off your phone if you get a strong signal. Now we're running the EcoFlow AC unit that's also a heater. This is a real compressor, y'all. This is the best system out there on the market, and it was about 90 degrees out last time I camped. I should have recorded and got this on film, but I didn't. But I got it down to 63 degrees at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I was freezing. I had to shut this thing off, but this is an excellent system, very worth the money. The reason I got this one is because it is a 12-volt system and it runs off batteries. Can't complain about that. Take it anywhere. Now for our TV setup, I believe this is a 24-inch by Orion. This is a 12-volt system, so this is what I'm talking about. So I've got this TV wired in here to channel 1. With every single one of these remotes, as you can see, I've got the TV remote, the Roku up there. These are all Velcro. I just slap Velcro on the back of them, and they just work. They're easy. You don't lose them. The next system that we have here is the TopperEzLift. So this system comes down, opens up with ease, one touch of a button. Very nice setup. You can get it set up within 5 minutes of getting to your camping location and break down and jump over to another campsite if you need to. All these actuators together, they hold 900 pounds on the top of your topper lift. The only thing that I've got up there right now is a Yakima top water, which I love. It holds up to 8 fishing rods, spinning or bait casters. Killer setup. It just works well, and you know, I just don't have a way to put rods in the back of this truck being a 5-footer. Along with the Easy Topper Lift, you also get the tent setup, which extends out to 6 feet, actually 7 feet, I believe. It gives you that extra leg space that you need when you're sleeping, and a little bit of deck room here on the tailgate. Very nice setup. This all closes up here. Now inside the interior of the Chevy Colorado, we have upgraded the radio system to a 12.1 Phoenix system. This thing is great. You got all kinds of apps that you can run off of it. You've got Facebook, Fubo, iHeartRadio, YouTube, anything. So if you're out camping, you want to watch a little bit of TV. I actually have, I guess, 2 systems that are in this truck now. I've got the TV that's in the back, and I've also got this screen in here, but this thing is wild. You got some off-road mapping. I haven't had any issues with this system. I hear that some people do, and that might be because it's a newer Colorado and upgraded like a 2019 or a 2020, but I've had no issues with the system whatsoever. But now let's get under the hood, and I'll show you guys what kind of starting battery we're running under that. The starting battery system that we're running under the hood here, this is also a lithium battery. This is a hybrid cranking battery. This has a 1900 amp cranking capacitor. That means every time that you start this truck, it's going to start like it's a brand new battery. Now the only downside to this thing is it is a 12 volt 25 amp hour, so there's not a lot of power there, which I don't really need because all my power is inside of the truck. Like I said, we're running 220 amp hours of power on those, and that's plenty of power for your camping needs. These batteries weigh 15 pounds compared to a 77-pound battery. They're very light, very easy to move. You can also jump these off. I've only had to jump this battery off once, but if you ever kill this battery all the way down to its dying day, it can be charged back up to full capacity, unlike a lead acid battery. Once you kill those, you got about 50 or 60% left in that battery. If you ever drain out a lead acid battery, you guys know you're probably going to be replacing it pretty soon. With this one, you can drain it all the way down, charge it back up to the full max. This is also a live PL4 battery. Now, one other thing that I want to show you under the hood is this is another 60 amp fuse that we have running from the battery down to the back of our DC to DC charger. So that concludes the setup for this 2016 Chevy Colorado. If you guys have any questions about anything I've used in this truck, just comment down below, and I'll leave a link description on everything to what you can purchase, to the Renogy inverter, the DC to DC charger, the FPV power hub, and the lithium battery. Anything that I've used in this. Like I said, if you have any questions, just reach out to me. I'll get back to you guys. Thank you for watching the video. We will see you all next time. Well, we out here cooking dinner. Got some burgers. Be doing some of this mama ramen. With some eggs. Got the camper set up. Got a fire going. Right here in Lake of the Arbuckles, y'all. The natural outdoors. What up? Having a Guggen day. Energy, getting the job done. Running that Mueller electric grill, y'all. You got some toast going with some eggs. Look at that. Toasted. Toasted. And that's like steak. Got the lines in it.